It's Wednesday, and that means, oh yeah, it's time for the bald truth. Or to put it another way, my opinion whether you like it or not.
Sting Authority is daily incitement every single hour, and they turn those murderers into heroes.
Just a day or so ago, Palestinian terrorists stormed a synagogue in Jerusalem. You know this. They murdered 4 innocent people. Another one has died now. These men were praying. That's all they were doing. Others were wounded. One man ran out apparently with half his face cut off. It was horrible. These killers were armed with guns, large knives and axes. The synagogue was not in the Palestinian territory, not part of a settlement. Those at prayer were not in the military. They weren't armed. I've got no illusions. I know that both sides sometimes act badly, but this is mere slaughter. This is racist murder. And remember that the killers chanted Allah Akbar as they murdered. God is great. Well, he is. But these killers, they don't know God. Religion of peace? Look, if progress is to be made, reformation is vital.
Mr. Harper's Conservatives thought they had this wrapped up even before it started.
I think they did. More by-elections and more relative success for the Liberals. Not that the Conservatives are doing particularly badly considering their time in office, but the Liberals, they're doing pretty well, I would agree. But what is less commented upon is how the New Democrats, the NDP, they're imploding. Tom Mulcair is a capable man. He has some very impressive people around him, if a few rather callow MPs on the back benches. But as sudden as was Jack Layton's success, just as sudden will be, I think, the NDP's demise at the next election. It's really, you know, about two parties. Always has been, always will be.
This member wants to once again undermine the very real need for a strong and updated and modern sex education, physical and health education curriculum in our schools. Given the issues that we have dealt with as a society in the last few weeks, he would have begun to understand that.
Been a lot of talk about a new sex education curriculum being introduced or reintroduced by the Liberal government in Ontario. Some of it's fine, actually, but much is unacceptable and important that's just unnecessary. Thing is, I wonder if it will ever reach its way to the classroom. My experience of public education, we have 4 children, certainly at the school level, is generally very positive. Teachers of various backgrounds, opinions, sexualities, kind, caring, moderate. The point I'm making is that frontline teachers tend to have much more common sense than politicians and educational bureaucrats. You see, they're far too busy teaching to bother about indoctrination.
Pada tahun 2013, saya mengikuti tes Polwan. Di dalam tes Polwan, salah satunya ada tes kesehatan. Panitia mengatakan, di dalam tes kesehatan ada tes bagian dalam. Saya merasa kaget setelah saya tahu tes bagian dalam itu ada tes keperawanan.
Another episode of It Couldn't Happen Here. Indonesia, it's a majority Muslim country, but one that was founded on secular principles, quite wonderful. Even so, female police recruits have to be single and they have to be virgins. Why? Who knows? But how is the virginity to be tested and proved? Apparently, there's actually a physical test involving, forgive me, an investigator's fingers. Now, the organisation Human Rights Watch has concluded that this is degrading and traumatising. Yeah, I think it probably is, but what about the demand that they're virgins in the first place? The hypocrisy is appalling. Imagine for a moment if Canada, the US or Britain treated women in such a way.
In my room, he had given me wine and a pill. The next morning I woke up and I wasn't wearing my pajamas, and I remember before I passed out that I had been sexually assaulted by this man.
Bill Cosby in the news. And this time it's not for being the avuncular, non-threatening, grumpy old voice of reason that has made him famous, though for the life of me I've never quite understood why. He's now been accused by 3 women of rape and sexual assault and drugging them. And while these allegations go back many years, they are still, if true, horrendous crimes. The reaction has begun, and it's not looking too good for Cosby, is it? Unfair? Well, not as unfair as, if true, the rape of vulnerable young women.
Wait there, Jayden. I've just I don't know, I said someone special's on the way.
Finally, a little boy, 5 years old, diagnosed last year with a terminal illness. He's dying. For his birthday, his father decided to turn into a superhero. Have a look.
Go and stand out a little bit further.
Hey, is that Jayden? Are you Jayden? Man, it's good to see you, buddy. How are you? That's so cool, man. How are you? Good? Having a good birthday? Man, how old are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5, right? That's awesome, little dude. Did you get my message? Mom, Dad, did you get my message?
Yes. Daddy's at the shop.
No way.
I saw you on TV.
My God, well, at least you got the message. That's so cool. Give me a hug, buddy. It's good to see you, man.
Wow. And that is the bald truth, or my opinion, whether you like it or not.